212. We got sound. You hear me? I want y'all to put a 9 in the comment section or the chat. All right. Nina. 1212. Nina Ross, be the boss. If y'all hear me, we got sound. I want y'all to put a 9 in the comment section or in the chat, people. Let's ring this bell. I know what it is. It's that time. It's going to be enlightened. See the name of the topic? The name of the topic is being aware of the light code lockdown. Facebook, I didn't title it. So just enjoy the information. Check. All right, so like I said, you're getting sound. I would like for y'all to put a 9 in the comment section or in the chat. I want to make sure that I'm getting sound. All right, Grand Rising, people. Y'all know what that means, right?
They said when people die in the future, they'll exist right here in the same space and time with us, but they'll be in an augmented reality. Meaning that when you put these goggles on, a whole nother world that was invisible to you will come into play, and you will literally, like that movie, The Sixth Sense, you'll see dead people. This technology is going to give humans another sense, and this sense is going to be our ability to peer into these other layers of reality that's coming in the near future. We're going to do a sixth sense, a seventh sense, whatever you want to call it. But if you think about what's happening with this on the screen right here, the psychic closes their eyes. That's you putting on the goggles. You putting on your virtual reality goggles.
All right, I'm gonna give some energy out here. What we know as shout outs to my family. All right. I want to give some energy out here to all my Facebook friends. All right. All my YouTube friends, colleagues, like minds. Okay. All you Starlight being, and even you from the dark side, representing and mastering and controlling from the dark side. I want to welcome and give all you your props. I'm going to give you your flowers now. All right. On Earth they call it shouting you out. I'm giving shouts out right now. That means you being empowered with energy. Yeah, that means you got somebody that got you other than you. You ever heard the terminology, I got your back? But that's what they are signifying. Anytime somebody is telling you that they got your back, they are actually indicating that they're representing and sharing in your energy grid. Okay? Therefore, your battery is a little bit more stronger. Looking at it in that perspective. You could put out a stronger charge. You see? So, yeah. Giving energy out to all you positive beings out there in existence. Okay? So, like I said, wait a minute. We don't give any more energy out. We got any more energy to give out here? Hold on. Yeah, how about Siobhan Lovelace? Okay. Yeah, I see you, Siobhan. Yeah. You looking very nice. That's what I'm talking about. See, when you come from a beautiful inside, you're gonna attract beautiful things in your life. You need to understand that. If you want beauty, you gotta be beautiful. You can't just dress beautiful. Dressing might work, but dressing beautiful is only temporarily. You see? Because after he or she gets past your beauty, and sometimes you gotta take that off. And then that's gonna mess up the whole central idea of why we're together, because you don't look the same. Now, this individual's whole total motive has been altered. Because you look different in the morning as before you did when you went to bed. So you see why it's important to be yourself? Huh? It's very important to be yourself. Now, why am I titling this segment that brings us together Light Cold Lockdown? Huh? It's really actually titled Being Aware of the Light Cold Lockdown. Check. What is the light? And if we're going to look at a light, is there darkness? Is there a dark side? Could there ever be a dark side lockdown? Or a dark, what is it? Dark code lockdown, right? Think about that. If there's a light code lockdown, there'd be a dark code lockdown. You got night and day, left and right, up and down, hot and cold, negative and positive. And we can go on. So why am I making mention of being locked down? Let's come from what the Bible speaks of. Even though I'm going more and more not to like that book. The more and more I study the Bible, the more I realize how unholy it is. It's not holy at all. So listen, people, come on, get on the airway. Just getting started. You're not late. We ain't really getting to go nowhere yet. I still got the plane on the ground. Y'all can start boarding. And once you get seated, go ahead and start lighting up. Because the flight may get rugged. It may be a little rough on this flight. Because we're going where no man has gone before, people. I'm telling you. If they're telling you that you're in the age of information, then by all golly me jolly why, I'm going to bring you the information. That's all I got to do right about now. Jolly so wide. Yes, sir. Let me get your mental stimulated a little bit for the weekend to come up. All right, we got a weekend coming up. We also got September coming up. We also going to have New Year's coming up, elections and things. It's going to get real vicious out here. And you can't be fooled by the motherfucking game that's going to be played on you. And if you think Mr. Donald is going to jail, then you might as well get in the box with the Rockets. You hear me? If you think that there's some real stuff going on in your existence in this day and time, either way, people, it's over. I don't care if it is real. Because once we get started, we're going to bring out these factors and look at this and as like what's going on here. Maybe I shouldn't blink my eyes. I just might miss something. We talk about being aware of the light code lockdown. You know what? I should have named this being aware of the light and the dark code lockdown. Now that I'm thinking about something. Y'all know how flowers stimulates the pineal gland. So when I be building, I'll be building on what I already have built for the next lesson. Sometimes when I'm talking to you, I'll be preparing for the next lecture that I'm going to give. And I'm thinking about what my lady doing and a couple other things. That's why you probably have noticed it. Why sometimes I forget where I'm at, or I might skip the story, or sometimes I might not pick back up where I left off. But it's okay because it's all good. It's meant to be coming to you that way. Trust me. When we start to understand how your mathematics is calculated to that of the stars, you're going to have to realize that you need not to be so perfect in performing in your performance. At least not in this world. You hear me? These people, let's say, we got Russia. What did it say? I'm listening. We got beings that's doing some serious cloning. Yeah. Don't think that they need a laboratory to be cloning. This thing here has been enhanced. They way past the physical. Ever since there was blood, the Red Cross and Blue Shield in existence and blood banks. And you ever coming and going in and out of hospitals? Huh? You ever been in a pineal or penal system? Huh? They got enough blood. They probably got a couple of you running somewhere all around. I guarantee you. They already told you somebody that looked like you on the other side of the earth. Huh? We're going to give energy out to Swayla Firestar. All right? Who has actually reacted to one of my comments. That's right. We sending out that positive energy. That's what she did. And that's why I'm here. You see how the woman, Swayla Firestar, sent me positive energy, and that enabled me to come tonight after a day of doing many things and giving me the energy as I just woke up out of bed to mentally stimulate our pineal gland. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're intended to do here, people. This is why you're going to have to be aware of not being locked down by any light codes. You hear me? There's all type of rays and frequencies that's being emanated throughout the sphere. You're going to need to learn this. You already know it's 5G, 4G, 3G, 2G, and 1G. You got infrared light, rays and frequencies, just like the sun do, people. Don't act like this is something new that you don't know. I'm not telling you nothing new. In fact, you know I'm the last one on the planet to learn and know this stuff. I look at all of y'all look like wow, y'all already knew this. The way you don't get in the comment section and say nothing. I guess these people know everything already. Don't nobody say nothing about what I'm saying. And not that I'm looking forward to you to either, because I already know. This need not nothing to make mention of when I'm giving you information from that galaxies beyond this one. What do you know about the 19th galaxy? Are you teaching anything? Huh? Do you know a language from the 19th galaxy? No. You only got plaques from the European ideology here in America. And that's it. You might got a couple of degrees and certificates. Maybe perhaps a couple ribbons. And this is what you got to show for your achievement while here on Earth that you feel proud of. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from nobody who has these accomplishments. And if you feel as though that this has got you some success in existence, then I support that. But I think that if you just add now what is due right of your powers on top of what you got already, you just might hurry up and get the people up out of here a little bit faster so they could go underground or on the moon or whatever they want to go. Yeah. Because, see, we would be putting our resources together. You see? The light is nothing but information. We're not talking about nothing like a flashlight, a big bright light coming out of the sky or nothing, a halo behind my head of my purity for the things that I've done. We're talking about this time and age of the Aquarius, where now it is your right to be enlightened, illuminated, if you will. Huh? See? But because there is a adversary who doesn't want to let you go because of survival stability, see? They got to do all that they got to do to keep you from hearing and understanding what I'm talking about. So watch the Kool-Aid. Stay away from the Kool-Aid. It's juiced up. It's juicing them up. And when you juiced up, you high. You incoherent. You really can't see. And this type of juice, this don't affect the body. Listen to me, people. The juice is combating with that of other tools that's being utilized to make the whole thing possible. You see? What's in the juice has compatible elements that matches a device if I just walked up to you and beep, beep. Watch. I already told you the doctor's going to have a pad like this, and they're going to come when you're in the doctor's office, they're going to come in and do like this. Hold it up to your body. You talking about, doctor, let me tell you what's wrong. Excuse me. Well, look, you're going to need about $5,000. You talk about $5,000 for what? Well, you need medication to clean out your fucking liver. You need your goddamn, your arteries clean from all, it's clogged. Your arteries are clogged. You about 3 months away from a heart attack, B. So for me to fix you and so you could be in a nutrient optimum state of existence physically, I'm going to need about $5,000 from you, sir. Watch. I guarantee y'all. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't have no $5,000. Where am I getting $5,000? Where am I getting $5,000? What the fuck? Where's the cards? Hey, honey, check my card. See how much we got on there. You panicking now instead of going to do what Dr. Sebi tell you to do. No, remember what Dr. Sebi said. Don't panic. Back up from the bullshit. Get some alkaline water, some fucking lime. Do 90 days. Talk that good shit to yourself. Talk sassy too. Talk sassy shit to yourself. In fact, you can sit in the mirror. Tell everybody you better not open that door unless you bringing me some alkaline water. God damn it. I'm doing something in here. That doctor told me I was fucked up. Just like the movie Lucy. You seen it. She touched her. What she tell her girlfriend when she touched her? Huh? She said, baby, you need to go to the doctor. You got a lot of shit going on with you. That's just like me. I look at some of you people and I heal you. I don't tell you to go see the doctor. Because you will, number one, they ain't going to do you right anyway. They going to suck your energy. They going to suck your blood. I ain't sending you to the draconian niggas. The reptilian. You notice how these niggas is getting shot? And they all right once they get, but they say, but once they reach the hospital, they passed away. Of course they did. It was a time, I think it was Chicago. I forget the name of the hospital. And I'm gonna show y'all something too. There's a lot coming up. You come to winter solstice, y'all. There's a lot I got stored up coming for y'all. But there was a hospital where people knew that you do not go to. Black people do not go there. Because they did not come out alive, people. You hear what I'm telling you, man? Please listen to me, y'all. Save your babies. You save your babies. And watch these people that talk about they love the babies. You hear anybody talking about they love the kids. Oh, I love the kids. Watch them close. I ain't gonna go too deep with it because I ain't that liberal exposed to everything. And the liberal and I'm the one who's being liberated to do what my years and days is. I don't have an overseer, just in case somebody wonders. Because I know somebody want to pick my videos apart and see how authentic this dude is. Oh yeah, I'm the real deal. This is the real shit you're getting right here. My shit ain't script. I stopped reading books, other people books to y'all, because I don't want to regurgitate that bullshit. That was for the 1900s. That shit, you can't get by with the 1900 information no more. So why you think I'm going to be on my YouTube page and Facebook regurgitating shit that ain't going to have you just but still in the goddamn frying pan, jumping up like on the next crab? No, I'm giving you the material where you're going to be able to jump right up out the fucking basket, right over everybody. You hear me? I'm swearing on my God. You know where my God is? You looking at him. As sure as God is here, I'm telling you the truth. I ain't going to change. I ain't going to switch up. I can't find. I told you the only way I'll switch up if you bring the mystery God out the sky, and he do his work. Don't get me mad. Y'all know I get mad when that foolishness. I start thinking about that dumb shit that y'all talk about in that church. God up there. Oh, he works in his mysterious ways. Well, everybody dying from corona down here. God working in mysterious ways. Where's my belt? God great get it. Say, let me stop. I can't say that. Facebook cut. Last time I said somebody need their ass for, but yeah, you gotta give it to me though. I ain't talking about nobody here in the world. When I'm talking about who need their ass for, this nigga's invisible. So you can't strike my video now. Because y'all don't believe. Oh, yes, you do. You do. What did you do? I don't understand it. What do? You do or you don't believe in the mystery? You tell your kids to stop praying to, no, There's no Chucky under the bed. No, Jason's not in the closet. You know, ain't come crying and running in your room in the evening. Oh, mommy, somebody's at the window. I think Freddy Krueger's at the window. And you go into a bedroom. You see the window is ajar. And you know how you do. You just close the window. You knew your window ain't supposed to be open. But you didn't pay it no mind. Somehow the window did get open. And she seen Freddy Krueger. But you telling her, oh, baby, no. I don't think Freddy Krueger is real. It's just a figment of your imagination, sweetheart. That's what they say. A figment of their imagination, right? But look, they take their same monkey ass to church on Sunday and start praying to something that ain't even there. And when the child says, Mommy, what are you doing? She says, I'm praying to Jesus. Mommy, where is Jesus? Don't get slapped in your mouth, girl, if you was a black family. White family might try to explain that shit away. But you know, black family, that when we start bringing out shit that don't make sense that we just avoid it. Like, yo, that's why, listen, man, my mother told me all the time, you think you smart, don't you? I said, yeah. You goddamn right you supposed to have said yeah. Even though it got me another smack, I was still honest with her, right? Well, if, you don't remember that. You talking and you say something that they may seem, it may be, what? Sarcastic or insulting or even intelligent. And what the first thing they say? Which is a correct statement. You think you smart, don't you? And when the kid goes, no, I'm sorry. I was just doing it. You fucking right, I'm smart. What do you think? Don't ever ask me do I think I'm smart. What do you think I'm going to say? Nowadays, I'm going to, I'm a little older now, but I'm an elder. I done got I got a bag of shit to say by now, but you get the point. Don't ask nobody are they smart, okay? Unless you playing a game and you part of the psyop. Just like if you was to tell a nigga, no, the world don't evolve around you. Indirectly, you part of the psyop. Because you don't know what you're talking about by saying no statement like that. Only if you knew that if it wasn't no you wouldn't even have a universe. Try to spell it. Let me see how much success you got. We will say O, V, oververse. Yeah, that's what they did to the sun. Capped it off and made it the U or O. And now you got you worshiping that one. Oh my God. I'm hot. I see everything, don't I? Yeah, they took the U and sun, Jack, capped it off and made it an O. And put that dude up on the cross. That looked like he need help. That looked like God should have cracked the sky immediately and got his son. Now, I know during time on, it got a little better. They stopped depicting it as so gruesome. But you got to keep in mind, when they first came up with that, and remember, he was hung. Listen, I've been in a Catholic school. I seen all the blood coming up out this dude. Dirty. He was all dirty, sweaty, and the thorns in his head were so tight the blood was just dripping down his face. I'm looking at this shit like, why would they fucking put him up here like this? And the nun be like, Nathaniel, go to the principal office. because I'm bucking the class. The class is good. The class is crying. Yeah, you got these little girls crying. This is how they instill fear in these kids in Catholic school, people. I'm here to tell you. It's about fear mongering. You would, long as you fear, you would never get out of order in the world. Some of you niggas ain't even got a ticket. You so good. They taught you that. They made you that way. Because for the most part, I don't want to go to the hellfire and burn forever. Tell the truth. Nikola Tesla spoke of the numbers of 3, 6, and 9, people. I want you to understand that that's the information code. That's the light. That's the bearer of the light and the dark. That's the yin and the yang. 3, 6, and 9. Birth hyperboloids, in which you're going to have to master. The higher self and your lower self. Jesus said it best. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about just because I'm speaking in a different dialect or law. It's the same principles, but only explained in the most profound way that suits you in this day and time. And keep in mind, which is supposed to be the Aquarius. Okay? So we're going to need to understand how this energy, frequency, and vibration work, because this is what I actually am. This is what you actually are. You need to understand how matter exists and operates in its 4 phases. Check. I know they probably told you about this in school, but this is the part of the class that you wasn't interested in. The metaphysics. And actually, they didn't give you much. Only thing of metaphysics that they gave you in school was what Einstein said, E equal MC squared. That's it. But you wonder, that shit was so stupid. You didn't even want to know what do it mean? Well, what's E equal MC? That shit sound like some Masonic shit to me. You turn the M sideways, you got 33 to the 3rd degree. I don't know what you see. I like symbolism. I'm in the etymology. I'm in the numerology, cosmology, syncretism, sacred geometry. Okay? You need to have this type of perspective so that you can read and understand the true language that's being spoken in the universe. You better come up out that spelling. Okay? Just because you got all A's in school in spelling, that means you need a hard dose of medication. You need to be listening to all my videos. Real talk. Anybody who got an A+ in spelling, you need to be, oh man, at this day and time, if you ain't the teacher, and I'm not talking about teaching the shit of what Einstein, Shakespeare, Benjamin Banner, William Penn, and all these other characters talked about. George Washington. No. I'm talking about the science that's embedded in the so-called junk DNA, which is you, your blood, the liquid crystal light. It's coming up out of there right now if you let it. Stay away from the fucking high fructose corn syrup. Everybody all right? we ain't even going to do that. Don't worry about that. All right, keep in mind, we talk about not being dumbed down if the idea of light cold lockdown is too strong and profound of a state. We basically speaking about opening up my first eye. Some of us going to have to stop doing some things that we're doing. I did it, people, and I could pick back up. You could pick back up later. You could go back and finish eating your pork chops in about 10 years, but take 13 to 30 years off or something to add life back on to yourself, because by smoking Newports and eating these things and all these chemicals, it's taking a shortening the physical life. And look, not as is it so much important to have a long physical life either. I don't want you to get it twisted. But however, I was going to say, but however, what is important that you have a utopia state of quality state of existing it while in your shell. And you know how you know when you are in heaven right here on earth and you don't need to wait to die to go to heaven? When shit is going on and you still at that, your parameter, your Richter scale, your meter, your level still at in between what it always is. I don't know, it may vary for different individuals. My shit stay over 90 degrees because I'm hyped like that. I'm a Taurus. But still, that's where my shit stay, between 90 and 110. Maybe 90 and 113 at the highest. Anything over 113, I'm destroying. I'm the earth sign. So I got to be conscious and aware of what I'm doing out here in existence. You see? Because what I do just don't hurt me. Indirectly, it affects us all. And vice versa. We share a symbiotic relationship. You got to understand this. And until you do, you're going to continue to have pain and suffering and sickness all up in the mental. No, not in the physical. Your physical looking good. You're at the gym every day. Your gluteus maximum is growing. Your abs is getting, from 6 to 7. And you're starting to work on your bottom and you're not so top heavy. But what about your inside? Huh? You're neglecting that aspect of yourself. And guess what? Excuse me. Let me get this right. I can't say anything out my mouth, because I'm the type of person who do. So at this point, there's a whole lot of factors going on that I'm aware of. I gotta quote this correctly. I need less mistakes in conveying this piece of information, this idea, as possible, people. You hear me? Remember, the English language is a tricky ass language, and one word, just one word, could mean over 10 things. Oh, as a matter of fact, I got to play on Mama T. Thanks to Mama T. I appreciate Mama T. Let me give energies and Mama T. We're going to listen to some Mama T. I played that. I hope y'all went through my Facebook page and you know who Mama T is by now. If you don't, you're bound to find out. Let me say in my southern accent or terminology. You're finna find out you don't know who Mama T is. Let's go on my Facebook page. Yeah, you're gonna find out today. How you get to the Great Nate Facebook page. Make it appear. I got a nice Facebook page. Out of all Facebook pages, do you know my Facebook page is like the really fattest, nicest page that I find? I'll go and watch my Facebook page first before I watch anybody else's Facebook page, even the home page. I like to look at my new cover front I put up there. You know what I'm talking about? That thing is like, look at that Humphrey Kawasaki, y'all. You ever see a Kawasaki like that? From a distance, they be like, yo, is that a Harley Davidson? I'll be like, no. That is not a Harley Davidson. I'm not a Harley. Free my mind, please. Somebody free my mind. Free my mind. Somebody free my mind. I need my mind free right now. Do that. You're supposed to dress your Facebook page up to the most profound, finest book that there is on the web. See, we don't go in libraries no more and read books. We go on the computer and pull up your book. It's called Facebook. Look it up. It's a better book. More in detail, more to see, more explainable. You see? Whereas a book from the library, when you pull it off the shelf, say you wrote it, and I read it, I'm only going to get just my visions from what you explained in there. And if your vocabulary ain't up to par, how deep is the concept is going to be? But with visual imaging, I see a whole lot more, you see? Because they tell you words, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Well, I'm going to tell you that a picture also speaks 1 billion symbols. Oh, yes, it does. For that's the first language that that we built in this universe. See? Let's send some energy out there to Bash Ali, Bree, Siobhan Lovelace, Keisha Danielle Madison, Kwame Williams. Okay? That's right. Callie Gashinger. Definitely all these beautiful earths out here. All right? Gloria Young, Azra Hayes, Janie Doe. That's right. We're sending energies out here to these beings. I see how vibrant and beautiful y'all are. All right? Keep up the good work. You shining. All right? You're supposed to be shining. You know, a lot of people need to put baby oil on in the morning to shine. Or some type of cream. I do it. I ain't gonna lie. But guess what? I could come out ashy as shit. And I still look like I'm shining. Up under that ash. No grease, nothing. But when I put that, well, I use elements that's made for me. Okay, so everybody's life is a little different. I can't go up in them stores and use them cosmetics. That's not made for me. Just read the back of it. This product is not for Nate the Great. You motherfucking right. That shit ain't for me. I can't put that under my arm. Can you imagine putting aluminum under your arms, people? And then they spray it in the sky. And then when they certain energy or frequency rays and vibrations come through, I start feeling some type of way. Can you imagine this? Or am I just smoking too much of a strain of flower or cannabis? Is that not true? Somebody at least get in the face. Y'all gotta help me out on that, y'all. Because I really wanted to be a scientist when I was growing up. And that type of shit is scientific to me. And it makes me think, can that happen? If I got aluminum, parabens and shit all up in me, nanoparticles, nickel, you know what I mean? Mercury. Let me think now. Remember, I ain't graduate school, so I'm far from the fucking smartest motherfucking brightest in the bunch. I dropped out of 8th grade. So somebody help me out. If I was to stand next to a fucking microwave, well, sooner or later, any one of my organs start to have a dis-ease. That's all I want to know. If I was to get near a 5G tower, will my jaw start hurting if I got filling in it? Aluminum? Huh? I don't know, people. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm playing with you. All you gotta do is Google it. That's what somebody's saying. Nate, stop being so dumb and Google it, Nate. You know goddamn well. My bad. You know, I gotta play them dumb roles sometime, man. I fucking came out of I ain't graduate school, yo. I don't have plaques. I don't have certificates. Damn. Don't be so hard on me. I want to learn too. Don't you know I want to be happy too? They said ignorance is bliss. I want to be ignorant as fuck. Shit. I wish I didn't know the things that I know. I'm miserable than a motherfucker. Too sensitive. Cry about everything. If you catch a cold, I feel bad. Damn. What the fuck wrong with this guy? So, you know, me too. I wish I didn't, I was dumb. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I wish I was just a good motherfucking heavy equipment operator with the work all day and made $45 an hour. That's what I wish I did. I'd be home, come off, get at 3 o'clock, get off at 3. Never wear the same pair of clothes twice. Go get one of my women friends, take them out, and just go back to work the next day. That'll be my life. I think that's what I might do my next time if I come to America. If I come to Earth again, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get in a union. I want to be a heavy equipment operator, right? Or carpenter still. I just gotta make sure my physical is gonna be good. Carry that shit. But I like that heavy equipment operator, moving cranes or a dump truck. That's something I always wanted to do. I did drive tractor trailers. I did at one time before you needed a CDL, drive tractor trailers. Up until you needed a CDL, then of course I got into something else that I do, which was brick mason. Okay, I'm a fine center block and brick mason. So I got many trades, people. I do a lot of things. I cut hair. I'm a fine barber. I cut your hair with a comb and razor. Check. Better than the goddamn and faster. And faster. You can go ahead and go to the barber if you want. Faster and better. The comb and razor, get it. I have you on a excuse me, a little bit more with a precision cut. All right, so I would put Mama T on right here. I apologize for the coughing. That's that good flour. Let's see what she had to say. Now you can hear her again if you want by going on my Facebook page. It was 2 clippings that I dropped. So I don't want to play the second one. I want to play the first one, where she was what's she talking about now? What was she talking about? The church. This should be the one, the church. Let's see something.
Honestly, I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie. Like I said, I'm dropping breadcrumbs.
All right, so here this is. All right, she said she want to drop some breadcrumbs. And I want y'all to pay attention. And just think about it, though. Now, she may be about my age, a little bit older. I'm 275,000 years old. But she may be about that. But just listen to her.
Honestly, I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie. Like I said, I'm dropping breadcrumbs. It's up for you to go on out there and find the truth for yourself. You know? Yeah, I said we was all under this spell, all religions, the legion of lies that has been casted upon you time and time again to keep you enslaved spiritually under a system that feeds off you like a bunch of vampires. That's why in the church, when you're taking them communions and they saying, drink my blood and eat my flesh. Now, what God you really know do that? Hmm? They really got y'all all manipulated, thinking that this God you worshiping is something.
All right, so she made mention feeding off of us like a vampire. Let's go over what Mama T is talking about here, shall we? Because I want to be sure you hear it. So maybe some people may say, well, I can't really hear clearly what she's saying. Well, I'm gonna back it up and reiterate and explain for you.
That feeds off you.
She said they're feeding off her. What are we talking about here again? Light. And now, like I said, I should have called it light and dark, but let's stick with the light. All right. Light code lockdown, which only means information. Information is light, and to be light is to be, and to have light is to be what? Very good. Illuminated. Check. See, y'all good. My class running already. So now this makes you Lucifer. You now the light of the morning star. You see, or is that right? How is that quoted? Lucifer, the morning star. Let's see something here. Who is the morning star? Who is the morning star?
According to grammar-quizzes.com, we use a reduced clause in each.
Who is the morning star?
The morning star name given to the planet Venus.
Lucifer, the morning star. All right. Let me close out some of these tabs here. I gotta close some of these tabs out. Give me a minute, people. Do something right quick. All right. So we still got sound. Cool. Lucifer, the morning star. What the fuck? Still acting stupid. Wow. Why is it acting stupid? It don't like Lucifer. Lucifer? Let me type it in. This is fucking crazy.
Here is what I found.
No, you didn't find shit. Fuck it up. Yeah, my computer, it gets dumb when I'm doing some serious research on it. This is not. I'm used to this. This is not nothing unordinary. This is typical. I used to get frustrated, but you can't. Once, especially when you know what's going on. All right, so I got Lucifer the Morning Story. Let's see if they give me any information on this. All right, so I got Lucifer the Morning Star, the Devil in L.A. So let's go to why are both Jesus and Satan referred to? Yeah, that's what we want. All right. So why are both Jesus and Satan referred to as the morning star? So the first reference to the morning star as an individual is in Isaiah 14:12, right? And it quotes, "How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth. You who once laid low the nations." All right. Both translation morning star as Lucifer is the son of the morning. It is clear from the rest of the passage that Isaiah is referring to Satan's fall from heaven. So in the case that the morning star is, refers to Satan, and Jesus unmistakably identifies himself. How is he? How is this unmistakably? Huh? Uh, Who who says that? Who put that in there? How do you know he unmistakably identify himself as the morning star? Why are both Jesus and Satan described as the morning star? So this is the question that many people have. We're not gonna get into this because that's gonna throw it. Well, not really. It's really on the same light. However, well, yeah, let's go on. There. We can go there. I can incorporate and add this in with. We just might be here a little longer, and I'm sure y'all don't mind, right? You want to be illuminated too, right? Listen, you're gonna have to be. If you to do greater works than Jesus did, right? Think about it. What did he do? When Jesus had a 33 degree, or was he more? I don't know. Maybe Jesus had 90, 120. Maybe he had 720, 360. Maybe he had 360 degrees of knowledge. Maybe he had 360 degrees of knowledge, 360 degrees of uh, understanding, and 360 degrees of wisdom, and 360 degrees of understanding. Which is what? 360. Three hundred sixty degrees times 3. So altogether, If that be the case, that's 1,080 degrees of knowledge. No, I'm sorry. 1,080 degrees of circumference of a totality of being whole. Can't just say knowledge because you're adding and multiplying, you're adding up all of the spheres together. See, some people got 33 degrees of knowledge, 33 degrees of wisdom, 33 degrees of understanding. They have not yet even reached to of an overstanding or understanding yet. You see? Do you see why they say it's levels to this? But that's on a macro level also. You see? It's levels in metaphysics. I'm not going to always see the same. And neither should you. Your concept of what you're doing today should be different tomorrow. Else I'm stagnating and I ain't growing, I ain't expanding. And it's okay. Sometimes you might want to take a break in your life. Maybe you feel though that you expanded so much where though you don't want to move too fast. You still want to keep a little humanism in. You see? Because the more you expand, the more you become unhuman. And you start to see how you're just quite not as human as you think that you are or have been led to believe. It happened to me, people. Trust me, I used to think I was a human too. You goddamn right I thought I was human. I told you at least with the 8th graders. I know at least the beginning indoctrination parts of this, what the system was being put down. So let's look at matter. Okay, so matter has its 4 phases: liquids, solid, gases, and plasma energy. Check. Now, what you see in the physical, and we're not going to get too deep into this because this is a long, never-ending conversation when you're just speaking about matter in itself. All right, but I want to bring us to a certain point where though it's kind of like instead of going to college for 12 years, I'm going to give you what college going to give you all in about 30 minutes. Check. So just walk with anything because I'm going to give you basic foundation of knowledge, information, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of all information in existence. After you hear what I've given you, you'll be able to go on your own. You don't need nobody to give you a fish no more. You can go out and go fishing now. You know, you don't need a leader. You don't need a babysitter. You don't need a liaison. Okay, you don't need a pastor. Elijah told the nation of Islam a long time ago, it ain't gonna be nobody else come after him. You see? Why? Because he knew after him, he taught me I was God. Who gonna come after me and who I need after me? After you become God, what the fuck else do you need? Huh? You don't need a prophet. You don't need a messenger. God don't need a messenger. So he said after him, after he get done his work, that's it. Here come Donald Trump. It's time for the party. It's time for the party now. Bobby Land got to come down. They told 5 presidents told y'all, be prepared and get ready. There's gonna be a new world order. Obama, Barry, whatever your name is, you want to call him. You know who I'm talking about. That man that everybody thought was black in the White House. That's called a president. He told y'all 2 things. He was the last one who spoke up to New World Order, and he said that the pandemic, or he didn't say pandemic, he said pandemic. Look it up. There's a speech that he gave, and I watched it. I heard it myself. I think it was 2016. Don't quote me on that. But do some research. He forewarned these niggas in America. When this pandemic comes, and I'm telling you now, get ready for the next one. And now the more I'm thinking about this, it's began already. But let me just keep that information. There's a lot going on that I'm not going to talk about. And that's for specific reasons, people. Remember, you want to be clever in everything that you do in existence. Copacetic, calm, cool, and collective. You hear? Only letting the people know what you want to let them know. That's going to mean that you need to be clear as to what's coming out your mouth and how you're performing when you're around certain people. You see? If you somewhere with a bunch of people and you fart and they laugh, make sure that it was intended for you to fart and get a laughter out of that shit. Because you don't want to fart and have everybody in the congregation looking around with their nose up. That's when you might want to have to excuse yourself for embarrassment. And you know you don't like to be embarrassed. So know what you're doing, people. Don't be talking about, oh, somebody farted. Damn. And you know goddamn well that was you. Why you fart? Excuse yourself then. You know what I mean? Just get up, go step up. Talking about, oh, it slipped out. It slipped out. Okay, slip out. Don't let it slip out no more. So let's get back into this light, y'all. We talking about the light right now. Wow, you love the dark. So one of the things I want to bring out and point out is that you need to, if you're getting up, listen, people, when I'm telling you to be conscious of what you're doing, that means everything, even that you say and who you're saying it to. Are you saying the appropriate and right things to the appropriate and right people? You can't see a Muslim woman in the morning talking about good morning. That might not be too vibrant to her because that's a low vibrant negative connotation. You see? Now, if you was to say Assalamu alaikum, peace, sis, or this beautiful day, or something of high vibrancy and where it brings her some upliftment and joy, then you might get a response. So, for the most part, you want to get up out of the idea of giving out energies and connotations as good morning. America has to be taught. Stop starting your day off morning. That's a bad way since you have bad days, I'm showing you how it starts off. I don't have bad days. Okay? But you seem to have a bad day. This is what you tell me. I'm only going off what the people tend to say. Check. You casting the spell, not me. I'm the fucking warlock. I'm just giving you the potion so you can get up out of it. I got the wine. That's why when Queen Elizabeth, when she passed away, what did they put on her casket? They broke that wine then. You didn't know the science of all this. You didn't know that Queen Elizabeth's burial was a ritual. You didn't know that. I told you some of the things I can't talk about here, but I'm going to bust out in a couple of days. And that's just for you to just catch something. And I'm going to stop talking about it. We ain't going to get deep with it. I just need to see how you need to get your fucking wine. Yo, you know what I mean? If hers is broke, that means the spell was broken. Now who else? Now who's spirit cooking? Can I ask you, goddamn witches and wizards? Huh? High free ranking masons is out here. All Eastern stars, whatever title you carrying. Guru, sage. Answer me this. Answer me that. They do a fine job in making sure that my videos and lectures don't get to the so-called people that's of the great thinkers here that's governing, dictating our society. No, they don't want to sit down with nobody from the hood. I'll be shocked in the mud. I don't know how shocked I'll be, man. I just can't imagine how dumbfounded my energy, my heart, and my soul will feel if I was to walk in the room where they sit, the great elite of thinkers, and find out all you niggas is black. Stop playing with me. You better come to me. You better meet me at the crossroad, goddammit, tonight when I leave this body. I'm gonna lay it down tonight about 9 o'clock. And I'm gonna be traveling. You better catch up with me and let me know. Because when I come back here tomorrow morning, your so-called morning, I got a new agenda that I'm gonna be implementing. And it won't be that of Reggie Hammonds either. You hear me? So stop waking up talking about good morning. No. I'd rather you say, peace, God. Even though I'm better than God. But at least it's admirable and respected. You know? Peace, brother. You can say Hotep, no tech. You can say big up. That's good. I'm getting big and going up. I ain't shrinking and going down. Big up. What's up? That way I can answer you. I'm going to say me. Rise and shine, God. What you mean, what's up? That's what the hood say. I don't care how white the area is of Center City, of the workforce. If the blacks from the hood is working, they still be like, what's up? You know how we coming in early in the morning, you got the white folks and the black folks fast, and they all like, good morning. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Good morning, Steve. Black people be like, what's up? Then the white boy got to change his whole fucking demeanor. What's up? Nigga, you know you supposed to say good morning. Don't switch up because you see me. Keep talking about good morning. But they know that they can't greet you like that. See, they aware of this spirit cooking. It's the black people, so-called black people, that's not. Black people were scared of voodoo, witchcraft, and black magic and white magic. The religion taught them that. Trust me, I studied this shit. I was in religion. They threw me in a Catholic school from day one. I studied the shit out this shit. I studied this shit. I know more about religion than you. Oh my God. I don't even know, man. It's crazy. I know more about religion than you know about mayonnaise and ketchup on your goddamn sandwich or your favorite sandwich that you've been eating all your life. How about that part? I know religion more than than how much salt and pepper you like on your tuna fish sandwich, nigga. Yeah. I'm embedded in God. If there was no me, there can be no God. What are you talking about? We ain't on fire yet? You don't see that fucking flame burning bush? Now, let's put some music on. It gets bored. It seems like it's boring with I ain't got no music. My voice gets annoying. So let's read a little bit, shall we? It is interesting to note that the concept of the morning star is not the only concept that is applied to both Jesus and Satan. In Revelation 5:5, Jesus is referred to as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And 1 Peter 5:8, Satan is compared to a lion, seeking someone to devour. Pay attention now. The point is this. Both Jesus and Satan, to a certain extent, have similarities to that of the lions. Jesus is similar to a lion in that he is the king. Check. He is royal and majestic. Satan is similar to a lion in that he seeks to devour other creatures. That is where the similarity between Jesus and Satan and lions end. However, Jesus and Satan are like lions in very different ways. The idea of the bright morning star, that's the concept that I left out. Bright. That's what I was missing. It's the bright morning star. That's why we couldn't get it so fast the first time. I left out the word bright. All right. So the idea of the bright morning star is a star that outshines all the others. And Jesus is the one who is called bright. Satan was a morning star. Jesus, as God incarnate, the Lord of the universe, is the bright and morning star. Jesus is the most holy and powerful light in all the universe. So, while both Jesus and Satan can be described as the morning stars, in no sense is this equating Jesus and Satan. Satan is a created being. His light only exists to the extent that God created it. Jesus is the light of the world. Only Jesus' light is bright and self-existence. Satan may be a morning star, and this is just rambling bullshit and on about the light. But the point that I want to bring out here, and this is normally what this information does, it just baffles back and forth over the same thought process and just switch up different words. But basically, if you paid attention to what I was saying, it's nothing but bright and morning star all along. But it just kept switching whether who was first to have it, whether it was Jesus or whether it was Satan. So that's what it's about. And that's what trick knowledge is. And once your eye starts to see this, you start to see and read through everything. And that's when people doing things like reading other people's books. It becomes like you don't feel like doing it no more. Because you already know what's hitting for before you even open it up. So there'll come a point in time in your life where you don't even want to buy a book no more. Because you know already that the fiction section is not the fiction section, and because the fiction section is the non-fiction section, and the non-fiction section is the fiction section. And they make it that way. Trust me. How you gonna write a story and it has no relevancy to it? This is what you're telling me when you're saying that it's not real. It's made up. How can you make something up? That's impossible. You can't make nothing up. Anything you make up, I'm going to show you that it exists somewhere already, and it all, or it's happening, and it already happened, and it's going to happen. I guarantee you. Well, go ahead and write a book if you want. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how bright this morning star is today. You can write a book if you want, talking about, oh, I know what I'm going to write that nobody will know nothing about. Listen, the knowledge of this sphere, the third dimension, is limited. You can only go but so far. After that, you got to revert back to zero. Count. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. You gotta go 0. And then start all back over to 1. 11, 12. You see? You just do it's the binary code. That's why I tell you. Deal with the vibrations, frequencies, and energy. That of 3, 6, and 9. Understand the science of that, what you are wrapped in, of, and around, and you'll have a perfect day. You need not to be talking about good morning. You need to be talking about something that is empowering, fruitful, productive, enlightening, and vibrant. I don't give a fuck if you say, damn you beautiful young lady. That be suffice. Sir, you shining today. You know, that's going to hit them kind of deep because they don't know what you mean shining. He going to think I must have put enough baby oil on or something. You know what? They might look at their shoes. They don't know that you read their aura. They not really understanding that you talk about an energy thing here. We dealing metaphysically. This society don't teach you nothing about metaphysics. They not allowed to. These niggas will go to jail if they taught you about that Bible. They could preach it to you, but they cannot teach it to you. You hear me? Even if they did know. Our friendship is just going to have to be on a separating type of basis. That's all. Because two kings can't rule in the same kingdom. It's either going to be Lucifer or Jesus. Well, he said, nigga, you got to get out. And he did. He went Roman, read the Quran, to and fro, all in the earth. And now you want to say why God can't stop Jesus. He can't stop me. First of all, that's his brother. They one of the same. Different only in different degrees. It tells you that in the Kabbalion. Let's go to the Kabbalion. The polarity. Let's go to the polarity. Everything is dual. Huh? That includes you too, people. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but differences in degree. So you see how Jesus and Satan is just the same. They both shining. They both for the light. They got the light. They play the instruments. They play the organ. They play the harp. The principle of polarity embodies the truth that all manifested things have two sides. You hear me? And you want to master both. Both your heaven and your hell. Don't be scared of hell. Take your bitch ass uniform off. Take that bitch ass suit you got on off. That's been instilled in you from kindergarten. Put your gorilla suit on. I bet if I came up to you talking shit, you'd be ready to fight me. Beat me up. But now you let these people come and tell you smoke came from Canada and shit, and it's over my neighborhood in North Philadelphia. And I'm supposed to believe that shit and not say nothing about it. Or that China got two suns in the sky and we ain't talking about it. Got a whole bunch of shit going on. Ain't nobody talking about it. Like you acting like this shit ain't exist. I'm thinking now, what the heck I was just thinking about earlier today that's going on. And like, I think I'm the only one. There's so much on my mind. Man, I can't think of what that is going on. Wow, it'll come to my mind. It'll come to me. I was going to say that the laser beam. I was going to make mention of Maui, but like I said, some things I'm not going to make mention of. We're not going to speak to them. For the sake, like I said, I got my reasons. We don't need to know. I'm not at liberal. My higher self, my supreme mind almighty, God everlasting said no. And when I say no, I mean no. You can't persuade me. You're not going to baby me. No, you can't tickle me. You can't go get me no ice cream. You can't buy me a new motorcycle. You can't get me an Xbox game. No, me, no. No, you can't get me a Mustang. I don't care if it's used. No, my no be my no, and my yay be my yay. And this is how you gotta stand. You can't be emotional about dealing and having these affairs in this world. You gotta stand on some principles with this shit out here. else it will run over you. You want to get all emotional. Real talk. You hear me? So stand perpendicular. Be like the Masons. They stand perpendicular at a 90-degree angle on your square. Yeah? 3, 6, and 9 all day long. You ain't gonna never come out wrong. You do the math. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. But you know you gotta start over because you can't have a double digits in this sphere. It don't work like that. This is broken down only to the common denominator. So what you do is you add that. Because it's 12, 2 and 1 is back to your 3. Check. You following me? 3 times 5 is 15. 5 and 1 is 6. 3 times where we at? 6 is 18. 8 and 1 is 9. And you get the picture by now. You can't escape that paradigm. Why do you think baseball is the Europeans' favorite game? Because it's wrapped around the mathematics of that of 3, 6, and 9. You got to run 3 bases before you ever get home. And you get 3 chances before you will strike out now. See, this is all symbolic to that of the way of living. This is why they love to play the sport, because the coaches will tell you, we equate this way of living with life. It gives us good ethics and principles on the field. We feel as though that we could carry it out in our homes. You hear these stories all the time, people. And it's true. If you could be a good admirable sportsmanship player, you know what I mean? After a nigga that smacked you in the head with the bat, and you just look at the crowd and say, yo, I'm gonna take one for the home and fall the fuck out. I'm gonna take one for the home. And everybody come and pick you up and just put you in the ambulance. Then you go ahead and live that life. Or you can come on down here in Philadelphia. Dude, I ain't gotta get into it for the sake of what's going on. And I don't want to hurt nobody's heart or bring back any memories. But these playgrounds ain't friendly. Okay? So you got to come correct. So now let's get into the idea of how this physical makes sense. Because I got a lot of people that seems to be confused of how we are manifested and think you saying, oh wait, Nate, we spiritual and not physical. Well, how are we moving the physical? How is the physical moving around? And how does the physical world even exist? And those are all great questions, especially coming out of the time of the Pisces. I mean, a sign of the times, a sign of the Pisces, which was an ignorant time and stage for rulership only for a particular power. And now that you're in the enlightened stage, it's a great time to be very acquisitive. So the answer to the question is real simple, people. The slower the vibration, the more manifested revealing is the matter. You see? This is your slop. This is your silence. This is why you can't see gases. You can't see so-called ghosts or spirit, because it vibrates on a higher frequency. Check. Spirit and soul brings manifestation. Spirit is energy. Spirit is nothing but another term of Eurocentric terminology, to be exact, okay, for the idea and that of 666 ATOM, not to be confused with ADAM. Oh man, I hope y'all writing this down, or at least putting it to remembrance, because you're gonna need this information, people. I'm just as sure as I'm sitting here telling you this, and you ain't paying me a dime, you're gonna need it. But if you pay for it, you can forget about ever needing this shit. You hear me? That's how valuable this is to you. Because we can't sell it to you. You ain't got enough money to buy it anyway. What are you gonna bring us? Some people, some fucking paper from this planet with some dead non-melanated beings on it? With fur on their head? Yo, go stand in the corner, man. Come on, man. You gonna stop playing with me. We cannot use that, yo. No more than the Brazilians could when they was mining for gold down here. To take back to their planet. It's the only Pacific things down here that I can use. And you ain't in charge and control of none of it. And if you even act like you want to be in control and charge of it, you'll just be practicing. So remember, we're talking about being aware of the light code lockdown. And this is being done through, it's a spiritual, when they say it's a spiritual warfare, that means it's an energy attack. And it's being done through waves and frequencies. Because they understand what Nicholas said better than you. They sitting here listening to me too. So as they sit here listening, they plan it. Read it in the Quran. It tells you. Satan plans. But Allah is the best of planners. Now you got to figure out who Allah is. If you don't know, you better make one up then. Because as the mind thinketh, so shall it be. And I do recommend that you consider yourself. You'll make out better in the long run, people. Don't be waiting for that mystery guy to come out that sky. I don't care what that white man told you. No disrespect to that white man either. Yeah, you make a lot of money. Billy Graham and them. That's the white man I come up under. He dumped that nigga with the jail. And they let him back out. And he's still hustling. That's how fine this game is. Y'all don't know. Still hustling. Woo! He sent this boy Rick Warren in them, though. Joyce Byers and TDJ. That's who he sent. I ain't slow. After Billy Graham was away for a minute, Reverend Popoff. You got to catch Reverend Popoff at 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. He giving out $7,000. And she said, I don't even know where he getting that money from. She said, you told me that I was going to get a new house and I was going to get a new job and that the finances and the bills is going to get paid and the bill collectors is going to stop calling my phone. And sure enough, next morning I woke up, I opened my door and went in that mailbox. I found $7,000 check and my phone didn't ring all day. Wasn't there? Not one spam call. I was cracking up. And then, look, Reverend pop off that thing, come back going, yeah, I told y'all, take this holy water. Put this holy water on you. You going, all your... Y'all believe that shit? Let's get that holy water, y'all. And by 30 days, we could change the whole entire nation if we just take Reverend Popoff's holy water. Y'all don't know. Look, we do that. They fuck around and lock Reverend Popoff up. Because he bucking the system. Reverend Popoff, where you getting all this money from? You know the IRS going to come in first thing. That's the first thing they going to get him with. They ain't going to come with the sex scandal. Because he giving out too much money that's obvious. Like, yo, either or somebody, who next? I don't know. Who's funding this cat? That's just like, who's funding Marcus Garvey? Who's funding Elijah? Who's funding these National Black Panthers? I mean, black leaders. Like Martin Luther King. They said he didn't even write that speech. I have a dream. Oh my God. Oh, and I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop saying. See, I'm working on myself too. Just like you gotta practice some things, I gotta practice some things that's been embedded in me that's keeping me dumbed down. And the more you talk to yourself, the more dumbed down your mind becomes, and the more dumb shit that you will attract in your life to help comfort and soothe and marinate your dumbness. And by ends week on end and hand, you'll be watching BET and shit like that. And the news, can't wait to 5 or 11 o'clock to watch the news. You mess around and watch all news. You watch the 6 o'clock news in the morning, you watch the 5 o'clock news in the afternoon, and then you want to watch the 11 o'clock news. Some people they go to bed at 8 o'clock after watching the 5 o'clock news and having dinner, only to wake up at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock so they can watch the goddamn news. If that's not hooked and programmed, I don't know what is. Look at the time. They got you hooked on the spell. Oh my goodness. And that's what I was going to say. I have to say, stop. I don't believe in God. I hate God. The more I learn about what I am and who I am and what I'm doing in existence, me and God need to just stay far away from me as I do with a goddamn poison ivy and crack cocaine. Real talk. Satan cool. Somebody says Satan. Satan cool. Satan real. Satan, but anybody, these people that's talking this God shit, y'all, I can't stand godly people, y'all. Righteous people, those are the worst people. Religious people seem to be the most fucked up people on the planet, especially Muslims, American Muslims. You ever see the character of these people? Look at the aura around them. It's dead. No energy. Damn near no, it's gray. Anybody that's learned and trained to see auras can see these people is like zombies. Yo, I'm only fucking 3 minutes from getting my shotgun and just start popping off. Real talk. Because they come out like that. They better not give out another juice shot. I guarantee you they're going to be like that. They're going to need to eat me. Honey, throw them magazines up in that gun. Throw them clips up there. Let's load up. We gonna keep our shit loaded. We normally don't keep our shit loaded because for safety reasons, the kids around. But now that the kids is gone and the world's changing, I think I'm gonna keep my shit loaded, one in the chamber, and fuck a clock. My shit needs to be on go. Bob! Real talk. I'm in Philadelphia. I don't know where you at. We done been through everything except alien now. We waiting for the aliens to come and we gonna fuck them up. Unless they come with some tree, some flower. You come with some nice THC, some turpentine, CBD. You know how we play in Pennsylvania. We all about the money. We all about elevate. We all about to get up, not to get down. I know Philadelphia is going through what it's going through in this destructive sector, but that's karma. That got to play out. We can't stop all the gun shooting. I don't care how much people get together and start crying. Don't you think they watching the news too? The guy that's going to do a shooting tomorrow just learned of a shooting tonight. Let me say that again. The guy that's waiting to do the shooting tomorrow, right? Because they planning. This shit happened last week with this nigga. Trust me, he done heard the news already. Another nigga on 19th Street got popped at 3:30 in the morning. You hear me? Man, I done read so many books, man. It's pathetic. I should be locked away. And banned from the public. This one is called Numbers in You by Lloyd Strayhorn. Numerology, a guide for everyday living. You need to read this. You need to read that, y'all. I ain't lying. That shit is crazy. When you get the full, complete science of what Mr. Lloyd is expressing here, just in this book. I ain't saying in all his books. I'm talking about just in this one. You might have to go through it about 3, 9, 6 times. Okay? But make sure you go out and grab this. Numbers in You. A numerology guide for everyday living. Let me share something in here with you, if you don't mind. If y'all don't mind, anybody mind? Y'all cool? All right, cool. Y'all know how I do. I jump around, and I apologize, but it's all part of of your program. I ain't off beat. It ain't like it's unnecessary. An aspect, part of the game that you don't need. I'ma just do you like the farmer went and did the potato. I'm gonna plant you now and just dig you later. You see? So you might get the motherfucking carrots before the horse. As long as you still moving. That's what's important. Trust me, the horse will be able to learn to straighten the carriage out by itself. You hear me? Your name holds your fortune. Your name, in fact, is your most important form of recognition and identification. Let's stop there. See, because like I said, I read this book a few times, people, and I can build off this book for about 3 life terms. I really can. And I can start just in this lifetime with that idea that I just read. One sentence. And look how thick this book is. And it's not that thick. A cosmic, enlightened, divine deity can speak in such terms and explain to you and so improve of what I just said. You hear me? No regular earthling or human being can do such a thing. Or else they'll be able to talk like that. And you'll know that they're talking like that because the way that they're living on the earth will be different. It wouldn't be so much anxiety, frustration, anger, road rage. You can't even drive the cars down the street without fighting each other. You niggas is in two totally different cars, and you still end up fighting and killing each other. God dang. Now you see why niggas don't want to come to Earth? The aliens looking at you, people like, what the fuck? Y'all can't even drive right. All you gotta do is stop at the red light and you do the speed limit. How you mad because you doing 60 miles an hour and that person doing the speed limit? You want to shoot this person because they in your way of doing the speed limit? You see why I don't recommend vaccination? Excuse me. I'm just sorry, man. I'm just against drugs, man. I don't like drugs. I had a bad experience with drugs, y'all. It made me do things that I normally wouldn't have did if I wasn't under that influence. So please forgive me if the word vaccination moves you in an ugly way. I don't mean no harm, man. I just want us to take the needles and break that shit and throw that shit in a proper disposal container. That's all. You ain't got to beat Fauci and all them up, you know. Let's go get them needles and break that shit up. Throw that shit in the trash and stop all it. Get that shit out of here. What the fuck is y'all doing? Throw that shit off the table. Ain't that what Moses did when he went into the synagogue and they seen all the idols that they was worshiping up there? What did Moses do? I was brought up in church. Don't lie to me. He knocked that shit off. You didn't want to fight him, did you? Y'all ain't fight him back then. Now this is why. Now Mr. Lloyd said that your name holds importance, and in fact, that is an important form of recognition and identification. So it's important that you choose a good name. And I'm saying it this way for the simple fact because some of us are caught a bad rap when it comes to naming. You might have a person named Celador. You might have a person named Billy the Kid. You know, real talk, you'd be surprised what people name these people out here. And like they'll grow up and they say, man, mom, why you name me some shit like that? Especially if they become spiritual. Because in a name, I see the chat moving. Let me see something. Hold on. I see the chat moving on the, what's that? YouTube? No, yeah, the YouTube. Who we got? Lady Shea Butter. Cut the music off. Okay. Lady Shea Butter is on set. On the airwave. She's on the airwave. That's right, Lady Shea Butter. We tapped into the whole entire electric magnetic field of the planet Earth. That's why every podcast said, let's wait till the people come in the building. You ever notice that? Why they say come in the building and this ain't like back when I was coming up. I was actually going into the building. Me and Professor Griff, Bobby Hammond, and the like. You know, we were actually in the fucking building. But you can't be on the goddamn WW World Wide Web, the energy grid, talking about let's get it bigger. Now, I understand it's figurative. But again, this is what we're speaking about here. You have to speak to bring in existence that what we mean, people. We got to understand this language that we are in speaking is very vicious and detrimental, right? So I'm jumping all over the place. So I'm going to hold off on Lloyd Strahan for a minute. Again, Lady Shea Butter, I'm going to welcome you. I appreciate your energy, and I hope something that I say will encourage you to become the greater person that you are entailing to become. You know, you have my best wishes. If I ever met you, you know, it'll just be a beautiful thing. I know that. You know, I see you over the radar type person. I like how you vibe out here. You don't post yourself too much. We don't know too much about you. And that's how it's supposed to be. You're an excellent being, and I just give you well wishes, Lady Shea Butter. And also Mind's Eye, too. We want to get, although Mind's Eye is not with us right now on the grid, but he's probably going to tap in shortly because he probably felt that vibration right there. Yeah, because Mind's Eye is definitely an individual that's working with that of the frequencies and the energy. Right? So on that note there, we're going to keep moving on. And like I said, I want to hold off on this idea what Lloyd Strahan may mention because I want to go back to who is this Mother T on my Facebook page who I just found. This woman is dropping some profound information, and for it to be coming from somebody of her stature, her age, it's like rare to me, you know, like we need the women to be influential and spoken to, sharing their energy, like Lady Shea Butter, Mama T, Mama Pill. Okay, we that's why they shut Lauryn Hill out the game, y'all, and gave her a bad rap. Erykah Badu got them all out the way and brung up all them other people, Nicki Minaj and all them, Foxy Brown. It was a different frequency. They went from analog to digital. You know, it was a change of frequency. Bobby Hemmett told us best. He said back in the day when they had the wax, that 33 vinyl record, and they would put that needle on it. Well, that needle was diamond. And he said when that motherfucking needle hit that wax, it created a frequency in the air that brung, oh my goodness, this was so, you could feel it. He said it tapped into the frequency and the melanin of the people. So these people who you have today, and they will tell you, these rappers is telling us today, the same people own the prisons is own the people that make the music. And they need them to make music that's going to send people to their industry. So Kanye has explained they changed the megahertz, which we know the earth is working off of 432 dudes to an 808. You see how this works? And get rid of the analog, get rid of the wax and the diamond. You see? Because we knew that in, what was it? After 2012 was the awakening of the so-called junk DNA. That information, that's what's laying dormant in our blood, which is liquid crystal light. You see? Study Henrietta Lacks. Okay? This science will be nothing new to you about what you contain. They only told you and gave it to that one particular being. And that's some bullshit. Your black woman right now sitting next to you ain't no different than Henrietta Lacks. Why you think the black people was the first ones twice had to take the vaccination? They showed you that. This is not a game. Why you think it was a big discussion argument about whether the black people should take it or not? Oh, I don't think I'm going to take it. Somebody else got to go first so I can see what's going to happen. So they go get a black nurse from, I think, Colorado. I could be wrong, but we know Colorado, that hospital down there is where all these clones is coming up out of and a lot of experiments. Okay? And I'm almost sure it was Colorado News that showed us. She's sitting there. Pull your sleeve up, baby. And we don't know if that shit was real. We don't know if that was the type of needle that you see when they put it in the inside go in. We know there's needles out there like that. They use them in Hollywood. So at this time, we want to get back to Mama T. That's where we at with this. All right. I can't be up too much longer. I might come back after this, do a part two. Do a part two. I gotta get up. Not too early, but I do gotta get up early and do. Once I am up tomorrow, I have a lot of things to do. That's gonna bring currency for me, and so I can pay the bills. Yeah, this is why I'm able to do this free of charge. I make sure I give my time, I got enough time. This is my promise to the ancestors and the gods that taught me, the great beings and the cosmic elite, cosmic deities that came to earth and taught me to do this. You see, I asked them, what do I owe you for saving my life? What do I got? They said, just pay it forward. I ain't understand. What you mean pay it forward? I'm out here running my mouth. That's how I'm paying it forward. And can't nobody prove none of what I'm saying wrong, because I'm not quoting wrong things. I'm not giving us no information that is of the earth, planet Key. Now, if you want to go back to when the times when we call earth Tiamat or Key, yeah, I can start there. But if you talk about American history, oh, you can forget about getting that from me. And I'm unapologetic about that. You know, I'm quick to say I'm sorry. But I don't want to hurt your mental with that bullshit. It's called Eurocentric ideology. That's what it's called. Look at you got an Afrocentric, Central, Asian-centric, Eastern-centric, and a Eurocentric. Huh? Let me bring some other things to light in case you didn't see this. Why is there such thing as Egyptology? You ain't got no Philadelphiatology. There's no Bostontology. There's no Yorktology. There's no Africantology. Huh? Why you got to go to college? Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Temple, University of Penn, and study Egyptology? I tell you why. Because they want to beat me in the head with that bullshit. And it's some made up concocted shit. Or else everybody will have some type of talent. Check. They want you to think that that's where you began. Right there on them motherfucking walls. And they'll pick Pacific people. You gotta be a Mason to go up in them temples. That's right. That's what Zechariah Sitchin told me. I'm telling you what I heard from the horse mouth. Peace be with him too, because he's no longer on the earth in the physical. Well, I ain't gonna say he's no longer on earth. He's no longer in the physical in which I knew him as Zechariah Sitchin. He may have incarnated. He might be about 3 years old if he incarnated, got cremated, and wanted to come back here. Because he was assassinated, and right after he met me, not too long after he met me, he came down here to in Philadelphia, 19th of Bond, to the library. I forget what year that was. Oh my, thinking right now, so tired. But yeah, you know, you gotta be like Anthony Browder and them. You know, they got degrees, you know, and they can't come out and tell you everything, all the discovery. Eddie Murphy showed y'all that in the movie. They showed y'all that in the movie with Eddie Murphy. Yeah. He was in there. Eddie opened up the motherfucking shrine. And he said, God damn, the world don't know about this. They said, Eddie, we'll kill your black ass. Now, I know they didn't say it in that way, but I'm paraphrasing. And, you know, Eddie was a good boy after that. From there on, he went through a lot of casualties and mishaps. But he never opened his mouth. He was loyal to them people. In the movie. That's in the movie. All right, so let's listen to and because of the time, we're gonna listen to this. Well, great feminine. I can't call her no goddess. Goddesses and gods come from Egypt, and goddesses and gods they're limited. See, God is limited. He works with emotions. He kills. I'm not into that. I don't hate nobody. God hates Jacob and he loved Esau. I love you all. Okay? God killed nations of people for not being obedient. I'm teaching you. I'll give you a chance. I'm not going to cut your head off. I hung my swords up. Jesus walked with a sword. And so I said that when I come to the people, I'm going to have to approach this in a different manner because I knew the time span in which I was coming in, and guns and swords is not necessary. You people can't beat me mentally. And if you think you can, we could start off on the chessboard. Okay? If you feels like you feel some kind of way against me and you want to get aggressive and you could be combative and you feel energetically like you want to get your rah-rah on, let's pull the chessboard out. Do that first. Because I like to beat a person down mentally first before I do physical. I'm like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. I get up in your mind. I get up in them. You defeated before you even step in the ring with me, nigga. You'd be better off with an elephant in a telephone booth than fucking with me. I swear. I'll bite every piece of your organ. You thought I was into cannibalism. They be like, I thought that nigga was vegetarian. Somebody must have been fucking with him. Every piece of your organ. You better check my record. I think that was my first case. Don't joke it. And I'm a harmless as a dove, and I love everything and everybody, y'all. I'm joking, but I'm talking real shit. Grammar school, my first court case was assault. He bit me, I bit him back, but mine was worse. And his mother took me to court. So all I'm just saying is that I'm nothing new to nothing that Earth has to offer. I think that I've pretty much maxed everything out. I think you the only thing you won't get out of me is a rape case. Okay? You can't get there's some things I just can't go. I couldn't do. You might find a few. Beating up women, raping kids. I don't got that. I just don't got that on my record. I know why, but it's just like it's just not something that we should be doing if you think that it's all about becoming a better individual. Most of you people out here got religion. And none of y'all is at least even 10% in totality adherent to the principles, ethics, and ethics of your religion. I got people right now, love the swine. And when I show you the scriptures in the Bible, I swear on my soul, they're explain it away. Give some type of idea or excuse why they're eating. I'm not mad at you. At least you got an excuse. At least you got a reason. I'd rather you tell me a reason rather than to say nothing at all or you don't know why you eating. The most often told excuse for eating swine by the Christian is that it don't say that in the New Testament. And it says that in the New Testament that as long as we pray over it, God will forgive us and cleanse it and everything like that. I can't argue that. At least they got an excuse. If that's what you believe, then by all means, go ahead and carry on and enjoy your piggy. You see? Because I know everybody is different. And it's the mind that makes it real. And if that individual believes that Daffy Duck is their God, because they've been told from birth and they was in the crib with Daffy Duck, I can't tell that person that Daffy Duck is not going to help them. You hear me? So let's make the system move right here. Pay attention to this, y'all. Hold on. Oops, I done did it again. Did I do that?
Hey, babies, I'm back with a quick one right now. I've got some shit I need to do today, but I want to talk to y'all something about this Sunday. A lot of y'all dressing up, putting wigs on, and putting on the best Sunday outfits. You're going into these houses, worshiping God today. Called the Son of God. You know, there was a time they used to call us the people of the sun. Mhm. And they said we were sun worshipers back in the day. We wasn't worshiping no sun. You capped it off and put it all, and now you got us all worshiping your son. hmm You know, back in the day, they told us that the body was the temple. That's your church. God lives in you. But now they want you to worship some God outside yourself, living up in the sky, sitting on the throne with a bunch of naked babies around it. Y'all seen them pictures they drew of God up there with all them babies with no clothes on, with no mama around? Makes you wonder. Let me ask you something, baby. Let me tell you, as long as you don't think God live in you and live outside you, they gonna harness all your spiritual power, baby. The churches are harnessing sinners to pull all your energy in. And your pastors and your priests, they all went to them schools of theology.
You see? The pastor and the priest all went to the schools of theology. This is an elder telling us this. You would think she was in church. But I know what she's been through. I know the energy. I know the spirit.
Supposed to be, well, who taught them about God? Did they look like them? Who wrote the curriculum about all these organized religions that they force fed everybody? Got you bowing down to these symbols and their holidays, a lot of certain star systems and things. It's all spell work, baby.
That's a very good point that she just brought up. You're celebrating these holidays and they're aligned with star systems. So you see, you'll never be able to get out of the spell work until you change the cast. Y'all gonna see the science of how this whole goddamn system is organized and worked out. Once you know yourself. You hear me? You're listening to someone who is actively performing that what I'm explaining and have been and will continue to. This is not no book read shit. I'm not coming from book. She's coming from, everybody's coming from within. We're all joining that bandwagon of within. We're the temple of God. Where God resides within the temple in the first place. Listen, she's going to explain it to you. Mama T, make it move.
I believe the Bible, I believe there's a lot of truth in that book, but also some of us homegirls know that book was used for a lot of spell casting.
She said that book is used for a lot of spell casting, y'all. Wow. I thought we were just discussing this. How are you hearing it from somebody else now? I don't know that woman. That's not my mother or my woman. You know, we don't know each other. It ain't like we called each other up and said, "Well, Nate, let me sit down and talk to you for about 30 days, and you should be." I, what's the terminology I want to use? Idealized with the concept of the whole entire map out of how this whole program is getting in and working on. No, this should take eons. First, you got to rid yourself of garment that's no good for you.
Like astrology and numerology with your 12s and your 3s and your 6s
Let's
and
go
your
back.
7s.
Let's go back. Hold on. He said,
There's no that book was used for a lot of spell casting. For like astrology and numerology with your 12s and your 3s and your 6s and your 7s. Related Bible, these are not the truth in that book, but also some of us older girls know that book was used for a lot of spell casting. For like astrology and numerology with your 12s and your 3s and your 6s and your 7s. Mama gonna give you some breadcrumbs, but it's up for you babies to go ahead and do the homework. But I'm gonna ask you a question, all y'all rocking symbols of executions around your neck. Yeah. Because when Jesus was hanging on that cross, they had a board to the left of him and to the right of him, both ways. They was killing people that way. Symbol of executions. Let me ask you something. They would have killed that boy by hanging him. Would you all be wearing nooses around your neck? Makes you wonder.
makes you want to think. All right. Yeah. So let's listen to one more about her. She dropped another one. I posted it earlier. I'm gonna drop that one. So make sure y'all go on my Facebook page too, y'all. I got a lot of interesting things on it. It's very thought-provoking. Things will make you go, what the fuck? You hear me? We're beyond You know, I used to say things that make you go, I'm posting shit that things that go, what the fuck? Yeah. Check it out. I got a joint on here, something about Maui. What's up, mama? Huh? Oh, it's about a couple of seconds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so make sure y'all go on my Facebook page. When you don't, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you want to be entertained. Some things I put on there is for entertainment. So I guess oftentimes people want to see foolishness, and that is not what I'm going to put on there. I won't put no foolishness on there. I'll put some entertainment, you know, little dancing. Maybe the dancing may be a little extravagant, you know, but definitely nothing never foolish. All right, so I think that what I was going to do was put another piece of information on from Mama T, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I got the lady, she calling me, talking about come on in, wrap it up. Am I going to speak about Trump? Yeah, it's all bullshit. It ain't much to talk about. I'll speak real quick. You ever see one camera picture of them in the courtroom? Ask yourself that, people. Have you ever seen one picture of the Trump in courtroom? Then you can't say it's real. You could draw pictures in your home, right on your bed, and bring them into work tomorrow morning. See? That's the type of activity you don't get by with it. Let's listen to one more piece of information from Mama T, shall we? Let me get up out of here.
Hey, babies, I'm back with a quick one right now. Mama got some shit I need to do today, but I want to talk to y'all something about this Sunday. A lot of y'all dressing up, putting the wigs on, and putting on their Sunday outfits and going into these houses, worshiping God today. Called the Son of God.
It's the other one. Okay, I got it. Here we go.
Like a bunch of vampires. That's why in your church, when you're taking them communion and they saying,
hold on.
drink my blood,
Let's start
eat
over.
my flesh.
Mama.
I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie. Like I said, I'm dropping breadcrumbs. It's up for you to go out there and find the truth for yourself. You know? Yeah, I said we was all under this spell, all religions, the legion of lies that has been casted upon you time and time again to keep you enslaved spiritually under a system that feeds off you like a bunch of vampires. That's why in your church, when you're taking them communion and they saying, drink my blood and eat my flesh. Now, what God you really know do that?
That's going to show you that's witchcraft. Okay? That's how they practicing that magic, but you're not paying attention to it. You think you all there getting sanctified and holy-fied and endowed and embedded with the good book and the Holy Spirit and all that old good shit. No. You're feeding for the source. Move.
They really got y'all all manipulated, thinking that this God you worshiping is something that's here to save your soul.
Mm-hmm.
One baby say, well, Mama, then who should we pray to? You know, I say this, that we under the spell because the English language is the most craziest language in the world. You can say one word and it mean 4 or 5 different things. So, like the word pray, you say pray and you think you're praying, but something is actually praying on you.
You're feeding.
Then they say, well, Mama, Jesus up there hanging on the cross, who was he praying to? Well, don't y'all say that Jesus is God manifested in the flesh? So God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit is all the same thing. You tell me.
Who is he praying to?
And after a while, he got a little upset because why have thou forsaken me? So somebody talked him into being up there. First of all, I want to know, why does God always sacrificing children? Sacrificing his only begotten
you
son.
love the baby.
You sacrifice your child for somebody else, talking about forgiveness of your sins?
Huh?
You're responsible for your own sins. These babies born into this world, only thing they did was just come out your ass, and the first thing they telling you is your baby born into sin. And you rest the child on up to the church so that pastor can perform a ritual over your baby.
That's what you do.
They always after the babies.
Ain't that what they say? What they say? Everybody in Hollywood love the babies. I told you better watch these niggas talking about they love the babies.
Look at that Roman Catholic Church now. All them pedophiles up in there doing that things to them altar boys. All this years, this time they've been doing the wicked things.
All these years.
Them. You know about it.
And you want to turn your eye on it.
Because in your eyes, that man represents God.
Wow.
That man don't represent no God.
God, you kidding me?
All this shit is a lie.
I went to
lies they call religion. And it's a spell.
It's a spell, it is. Damn right it is. Should I spell it out for you?
Through languages and rituals done to you over and over. Now you participate in the damn thing over and over, wonder why your life don't get better. Soon as you wake up, first thing you say is
Good morning. Hello.
Baby, what's good about morning?
Why you so hell
You
in
waking
love?
up morning. Oh, it ain't that morning. Well, which morning it is? The bright in the morning star that they call Jesus. And then another chapter over there in Isaiah, they call you Lucifer. Oh, you the
We done went through it, baby, all through the beginning of the tape. This is why I brung you. I told you I was going to lead you and take you into the motherfucking pearly gates, didn't I? All you got to do is follow suit. I ain't playing. I ain't leading you astray. This ain't a game. I won't sit here and think about, oh, what are you going to do next for the people? But, oh, they like this one. Oh, let me read this book. I don't think they'll understand that one. I don't work for the system. That's what they do. I was told to come here and tell you about you. Forget everything else until you get yourself together. Then you could come back out. They tell you that in their rooms. Move, Mama T.
son of the morning, spelled the same way. Last time I checked, the sun up in the sky don't mourn. It rises. But y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. Even everything is in your face right now. The West is falling, baby. The West is falling because your boys had your time to rule. You did a bunch of wicked things. Came over here talking about freedom and liberation and major holidays on Independence Day where you had slaves in the back. Talk about thou should not commit adultery, but half of your slaves was going into the slave quarters in the middle of the night, raping them young black girls.
Oh, they was. Yes, they was.
Imagine the psychology that white women had to look at this man rape these women and then have babies by these women, all these mulatto children running around here knowing goddamn well they all came from her husband.
And that's one of the reasons why you need to stop the killing. I know it's cosmetic and it can't be stopped. Everything happens for a reason. But we have to start talking so we can change it in the future. The next chain come around. You see? Because you don't know if you the brother of the individual that you beating up or hating or fighting or quarreling, stool pitching them with that got separated 9 lineages ago down there in the South when you had a brother and he sent you north and the other one stayed down there in the South and got property, put up on that Christmas tree ornament type situation. And you made it up here in the north. And or came up later, your sister, and you find this fine looking woman. Talking about, oh, you looking good, girl. Don't even know y'all 3 generations of same bloodline. Same ley line. You see? This gives you the understanding and ability to accept the whole monotheism. You see? How, yes, everything is a whole. We are all actually one and the same, but separate in degrees. You understand the 7 hermetic principles and apply them to you. Apply them to your life process, thought process and thinking. Check. We're going to finish up on Mama T. I got to go, y'all. Let's go.
So she took her anger out on the black woman. See, that wedge was driven between us a long time ago because he don't respect your ass. You had slaves in the back. Talk about thou should not commit adultery, but half of your slaves was going into the slave quarters in the middle of the night, raping them young black girls. Imagine the psychology that white woman had to look at this man rape these women and then have babies by these women, all these mulatto children running around here knowing goddamn well they all came from her husband. So she took her anger out on the black woman. See, that wedge was driven between us a long time ago because he don't respect your ass either. Used to call you a witch up there in Boston, was burning your asses at the stake.
Huh?
Calling you things.
You was the real richest. You was the original witch. Now they done reduced you to the bitch, and they became the witch. The Indians said the white man came with the Bible in their hand. We had the land. They said a prayer over us. We opened our eyes. We had the Bible and they had the land. Damn. That's a hell of a hustle. That's almost like coming up to a motherfucker with the envelope, with the money in it. How many of you beings know that trick? You tell somebody, hold this. It ain't nothing but a bunch of paper in it. But you let them think that it's $8,000 in here. I got to go back to the bank and get 2 more. But I need you to hold this because I don't want nobody to rob me. Now you got an envelope. You filling it. I told you, put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocket. Don't stop. Look, you drawing. Stop letting everybody see. You filling all on it. You drawing. And so you not thinking. You going, $8,000. I don't know this motherfucker. Put it in my pocket. My pocket? You want me to put it in my pocket? Man, put it in your pocket, man. Hurry up. I don't want nobody trying to take our money. See, because now you got to listen to my speech. I said our money. When I said our money, subconsciously, that caught you. So now you're more willing to hold that. And you're not going to move until I disappear out of your sight. But I'm going to make sure I disappear out of your sight. Because I'm going to say, look, but I need you to put your money with that money. It's a good game. And that's just how the game is played. You know, these people is very kind and in doing what they do when it comes to this vicious shit. You might be very fine and kind in that of masterism, doing things constructively and destructively. But it's just a little variation in what's going on that defines the individual when it comes to either you progressing or you're regressing. You just can't stay stagnated. Nothing is rest. Huh? Which one is that of the Kabbalah here? Let's go there. Y'all know how I like to do. I like to be thorough when I'm talking. Vibration, right? Let's go to vibration. What is saying vibration? Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. The principle of vibration, huh? The principle of vibration embodies the truth that motion is manifest in everything in the universe, that nothing is at rest, and that everything moves and vibrates in circles. This Hermetic principle was recognized by us long time ago. You see? So you got to continue on becoming greater, better, just like the $6 million man. What do it say? I'm becoming greater, stronger. All right? Even they had enough to make a sense to make him out of the science and mathematical code of that of 3, 6, and 9. Okay? And what was one of his abilities? With his eye. It wasn't both eyes, but with that one eye. Not the third eye, not the second eye, but the first eye, that one eye. That's the eye of Horus or Haru. Okay? Learn your mathematics and science, people. Learn the symbology of how this thing is popping out here. Are we done with Mama T? Let's go back to Mama T for a minute. No, we're not. Move, Mama T.
because you were just practicing nature. And you got all that knowledge from the black women that showed you some things.
Right. So
See, now y'all feeling the pain and the wrath because your government done turned on you too. A few years back, y'all was talking about make America great again. Y'all was watching them police brutalize them boys time and time again. All you did was turn a blind eye
yes, you did.
because you knew you conditioned us to turn the other cheek.
Right. The conditioner.
This is reckoning.
That was the fakeism what George Floyd and all that bullshit was about. See, those are all tests, people. They want to see how far they go. You get too much radical, what you do? We bring in the martial law. And what did they protect? City Hall. They didn't protect you or your neighborhood. They only protected that what was worth protecting to them. Y'all go kill and steal and rob and tear up your fucking hood. You better not come over here near this goddamn City Hall or any of these monuments. You see?
And coming to this country because you spilled a lot of blood of my people on this soil.
Yes, they did.
Now the rocks is crying out. Y'all know what I'm talking about is true. Look what happened down there the other day in Montgomery, Alabama. All through the South, our blood is saturating this earth. Saturating the soil so deep. You bury some of our towns with your man-made lakes, and you kill so many people. The souls are still there crying out, calling for justice. And it's coming. So you think we all gonna raise up and do a race war? No, nature is doing quite a good job at it herself. This tornadoes is 5-10 miles
Okay,
wide.
so stop, Mama T, for a minute. Because, see, Mama T, I'm going for you. Teach them how to deal in and work with nature. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to show you how to work your magic. Manipulate the elements and the forces of nature. Natural. Mother Nature. And if you good to life, I guarantee you, all my soul she'll be good to you.
Blame your whole town. Hurricanes coming. Y'all forgot last year the whole country was under 0 degrees, don't you?
And all these type of people like us got to do is just think about it now. All I got to do is this so-called my dream. Don't let me have a dream. I might be scared to turn on the news in the morning. Who's that peeping in my window? Nobody now.
When a holiday called Christmas. I told you all these holidays are lined up certain alignments in the stars like the solstices.
That's why
But
you
holding on to.
That's why you can't get up out of the fucked up days that you having. The misery, the pain, the suffering, the agony, the killing, the fighting, the stool picking, the murdering, the hatred, molesting, fornicating, adultery. You're in the grid of it, and you don't even know it. Talking about, hello. What do you think go on in hell? Good shit? What do you think? Oh my goodness. You think in hell you're going to have a peace of mind? And why would you say hello? Can my dumb ass ask that dumb ass question? Don't laugh at me. No, just because it's dumb. I'm sorry. I want to learn. How the fuck do you get a peaceful day out of hell? That's not going to happen, right? Because you told me Satan is burning that ass. with some hot, intense heat and fire. Right? Ain't that what you told me? Come on now. Don't run now, preacher. Bring your ass back here.
All this shit's so tight because of fear. They instilled all of this shit in you. They raped it into you. They molested it into you.
Yes, they did.
And you just don't know how to let it go because they told you to fear God.
Damn.
That same God in that Bible, in the first of your commandments, tell you, thou shalt not kill. God last year, the whole country was under 0 degrees during your winter holiday called Christmas. Mm-hmm. I told you all these holidays align up certain alignments in the stars like the solstices. But you holding on to all this shit so tight because of fear. They instilled all of this shit in you. They raped it into you. They molested it into you. And you just don't know how to let it go because they told you to fear God. That same God in that Bible, in the first of your commandments, tell you, thou shalt not kill. And then a few chapters down the road, he don't tell David to go in there and kill this whole village and take the women and children. What? Make that make.
You can't do that. You can't tell a nigga don't kill nobody, then tell them go down there and kill the whole village. Come on, guy. Stop that. Now you see why y'all thought I was joking and just being disrespectful. I'm telling you the truth. I'm better than God, man. And you know that. You can admit it. You just let it go. Stop it. Stop fucking being so stupid, selfish, big-headed, hard-headed, wanting to hold on to this old dead world. You better than God. You can be better than God. And even though they told you God created you, which is some bullshit. Ain't nobody create you. If anybody created you, oh my goodness, you won't be able to figure it out. It'll just be a forever mystery. So you might as well at some point accept that you came into being by yourself and for yourself. You thought yourself into existence from the etheric realm. You were always was. There is no time when you wasn't. Stop thinking about being created. Well, I had to come from somewhere. Somebody created me. Who told you that? Nobody. You didn't come out and explain that to nobody. Somebody told you that shit. You can't prove to me who created you. The best, at least the 5%ers could do is say it was my mother and my father. That's the best I've heard when I'm out here talking to you people. The 5%ers. The 5% nation of gods and earth. He said, my mother and my father created. And I begged the pardon then. I said, no, sir. There was just vessels and avenues and canals that you utilized to come through in the physical. They didn't actually create you. Okay? Let's be clear on this. Why do you think they give you the story of Superman? Did God create everybody but Superman? Oh, Superman is the only nigga that fell from his own star. I don't want to play with y'all no more, man. I don't want to play with y'all. Y'all not. This ain't fun no more. I'm not having fun. This is not fun. I'm beginning to see too much stuff, and y'all ain't catching up with me. And now I'm bored. Like, you still. Oh man. Nigga, I'm buying railroads and shit now. You still stuck on Pacific Avenue with one house. You know what game we playing, right? Yeah, Monopoly, nigga, don't get it twisted. And I played life. So look, people, I'm gonna get about. Oh no, we're gonna finish off with Mama T. I'm gonna let her go ahead and rock out with the rest. I gotta go. So I might as well let Mama T rock out. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next flip, right? Make sure you be good to yourself and do that thing on purpose. Move, Mama T.
Hey, sin, that's a hypocrite if you ask me. And you say, oh my God, that's blasphemy. Let me tell you something. The same people who oppressed my people and wrote in your book of laws that we ain't no more than 3/5 of human being. Ain't no way in hell in your soul you can teach me about God.
That's right.
You don't even know what the true and living God is.
Talk, Mama.
Now, I'm tell you, I ain't no race, and this ain't all about black and white. This is about wrong and right. Y'all turned the blind eye for too long. Now the walls of Jericho's coming on down. Because it's time. I told you we at the end of this age and the beginning of a new one. So y'all can hold on to this shit all you want. Hell, they already told you that the spell is over when Lizzie over there died and they snapped the wand and put it right on her casket for the whole world to see. Most of y'all missed that. Went right over your head. Now what queen you know? All the queens I know carry scepters or staffs. This one had a wand. Only people I know that carry wands was witches and warlocks. See, they putting everything right in front of your face because it's revelation. You thinking it's a great war of Armageddon, but it means to reveal, to awaken. Your pole shifts is that spinal cord that go up, have all the nerves connected to that go up to your brain that's sparking a whole new form of consciousness in you. That's your great awakening. And the carbon footprint they talk about is you. Melanated people, you the carbon. Y'all need to wake on up now, because it's time. There's a reckoning coming. And some of it is coming from people that just look like me too. And some people who won't be the one to help you may not look like you. See, y'all all thinking it's about bloodlines, the 12 tribes. But now, sometimes it could be about them blood types. They got you focusing on the wrong thing. I dropped a lot of breadcrumbs in this video. But
yes, she did.
Y'all,
you heard what she said? She said, I dropped a lot of breadcrumbs in this video. Yo, go on my Facebook page, y'all, and share this, man. This is old earth right here. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all people, they out here talking about you old ass, old nut ass, old head. I got young women on my Facebook page calling me old motherfucking nuts and all this crazy shit. But yet, we giving y'all life. And you acting like you don't want it. Go on to hell then. Go on to hell. Just when you get there, remember what I was telling you. So at least at some point you start to work your way up out of hell, which is a dis-ease of a state of psychosis. Okay? Hell is not a place. It's a state of conditioning being in your existence.
sit back and y'all ponder on all the things I'm talking about.
That's right, Mama.
Because time's just about up. Show is. Why you think they disclosing all this information about UFOs and things like that? What you think is up in them skies, baby? You think you the only life forms in this whole galaxy and universe? That's like the rock telling the pebble we the only ones on the beach.
I got the toast. To this. I'm gonna be drunk. She keep talking that juicy shit, boy. I'm gonna be drunk. I can't do too many toasts. This is wine. This is kosher Passover wine. I've been drinking since I was born, so you can't tell me that it's not for me and that I can't drink it and still function. But I've been doing it since I was in Catholic school. At Catholic Mass. In the 60s and 70s, we had real wine. It wasn't until the 70s, around the mid-80s. I could be wrong, might have been early 80s when they changed it. I think it was about the time I got in Martin Luther King High School. they made it to Concord grape juice. I know I was the acolyte. I was the one who poured it. Yes. So when we in the basement and one lighting up the incense and the other one filling up getting the wine bottle that the pastor will bring out for you, you can't just go in there. I was looking for it. I was trying to find the stash. You know what I mean? Because my grandmom always had a bar. And it was hard to get to her house so we could get the drink. So I knew I went to church regularly. So everybody on the block depended on me to go to church and see if I could get that bottle, find that pastor's bottle. See, they taught me how to be bad. I know how to be real good bad. I'm a good bad motherfucker, y'all. Real talk. But I just chose to be a good motherfucker. I'm so bad, I'm good at it. And when I'm bad, I'm good. You see? I think Erykah Badu said that. Yeah. Even when I'm bad, I'm good. I'm just a good, bad motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some of you would like to have a good, bad motherfucker around you. We the type of niggas that, like, if the police pull up, I can get us off the hook. I'm just that good, bad motherfucker type. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hold up. Just be cool. I got this. Remain calm. You know, back then, I was a young boy. I had to roll the window down. We didn't have the button. Good afternoon, officer. He'd come up. You mighty young to be driving there, boy, ain't you? And I was. But I was always tall. See, and I looked young, though. So I knew I was able to fool them. But then, you know, that's just the way it goes. So the moral of the story is, don't beat the seed, people. Watch the light lockdown code that's being implemented. And what's the light? The light is proper information, not truth. Stop worrying about truth. There is no such thing as the truth. You hear me? Even if you found the truth, it's not going to be true. And if you think I'm lying, get 10 people, sit in a circle, and tell the person next to you that Chucky went to the store to get a lollipop. And I guarantee you, by the time the story get back to you, it'd have been some shit like Crystal done picked up her boyfriend on the way home from school. I mean, people's just that dumb. So if they can't get nothing right and remember something within just a few minutes or seconds, there's no way possible you can tell me anything of the past. And especially 400 years ago about some fucking history. Y'all know you got it all fucked up now. You trying to tell me about it 400 years ago. If you don't go stand your ass in the corner. Damn. You can't even get the story right. At least, okay, I'll make it easy. Billy had $5. He went to the store to get 4 pieces of bubble gum. Watch how he fucked that story up. On the 10-round pass go. Pass it around. Now, you know they was talking before it's his turn. So he ain't going to remember what it was. What was it? He going to say, William. I don't know why. Maybe because he feels though Billy is short for William, and he figured that we should call him by his proper name. Everybody's different. So he's going to say, William, and he probably tell that to a female. It might be a female sitting next to him. You got to understand how this works, people, how after 10 people, you're not going to get the story right. It's totally impossible. And today, people barely got 3-minute attention span. So you can expect people to forget about what happened 3 days ago. Mama T, move, please.
Y'all need to think about some of the things I'm saying and ponder on it. Let it be food for thought for you. Because it's time to stop messing around. Get your lives together and get your house in order. All right now. Mama T, y'all be good.
All right, so that's Mama T. Make sure y'all find her, all right? And you know how I go with it. Let's ring that bell. Oh, well, we need some music to rock out on? Yeah, let's rock out on something I'll put together before we leave about here. I'm going to go twist up. I'm going to twist up. I got a nice, bright future tomorrow for myself that's to go on. And I'm looking forward for my tomorrow. And, it's going to be phenomenal. Each day when I rise up, I'm expecting a phenomenal experience. This is what you must do for yourself. I don't give a fuck how hard it is. I don't care how bad your life is going at this point. You could have nothing in the refrigerator. All your bills need to be paid. Your car is in the shop. You don't got no money to get it fixed. Your man is next door cheating on you. And your kids is going crazy. And your son just got locked up. And, y'all know how it go. You got to say to yourself, tomorrow is going to be a brighter day. And watch what will happen. It might not happen outside right away, but automatically it's going to happen inside in an instant. And then guess what? The more you hold on to that energy, it will start to vibrate out of you. You won't be able to see this. It's like the gases. You see? It's too fast of a reciprocatory, so you can't see it with the human eye. But it starts to change your outer sphere, your outer world. You start to attract different things, different people, that of like feeling, not that of like what you want. The universe don't know the difference not like that of what you talk about. The universe don't know the difference in language. They don't understand Chinese, Vietnamese, Spanish, English, Italian. God don't understand that. God, man, I gotta get out of here, man. Because the more I think, the more stupid this shit, how this world is becoming in my mind. And I don't feel like seeing that shit like that. I told you, I'm looking forward for a bright day tomorrow, and that's what it's going to be. And in order to have that, I can't be thinking about this world. I can't be thinking about the human beings' activities. No, they stupid. A dolphin, a whale is smarter than the human beings. I said I was going to play some tunes.
This is a Broken Land production. I don't know. I think it's like